Hello and welcome all of you wonderful people. How the hell are you going? I hope you're going exceptionally well on this random Wednesday evening. It's end of a long thing for me. It's great to have you all here along. Lim, congratulations for being the first. But who else have we got? We got Matt, we got Legacy, welcome to you guys. Miko, we got Speedy, we got the Formula Kid. Music is decent, nice. It's always good to have some approval early on in the live stream. You love to see it. Who else have we got here? Ryan, good to have you in the chat there. Right, Lee, we've got we got the crew starting to turn up. So it's great to have you all here, and it's good to get off to a dislike early on in the piece as well. It's always nice to have that. So thank you to everyone who's already hit the like and the dislike button. Much appreciated. Now, before I get going, before I get into too much more of this live stream, where by the way, just for those of you who don't know, and look out, Willie's here as well. Might even jump on for a chat. Look out. It's going to be a hell of a stream. But before I get too far into it, and I'm sitting really close to the microphone considering how much I turned the gain up. But anyway, apologies for that. But I want to
I just want to interject.
You can't yet. You're not allowed. Shush.
Is it just me, or can everyone else hear him sounding like crap?
Is that a thing?
Well, it was. You're breaking up like you're in bad reception.
Wow, okay. Is it, are we sorted now? Let me just check the health of the stream. Getting solid marks here from the stream gods. Got myself a solid greenie on the thing. Hopefully everyone's picking up my audio loud and clear.
It might just be me.
Sounds good. There you go. Lim's giving it the thumbs up. Hamulin, welcome along to the chat.
It's just me then.
It's just you. You were the one that gave it a dislike, weren't you? You were my first dislike of the stream. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, look, I tried.
But look, what I was going to say before you freaking rudely interrupted my live stream is you may have noticed at the start of the stream, fancy new starting soon image. And spoiler alert, there's going to be a fancy thanks for watching image later at the end of the stream. Also got a bit of a stream overlay there. And I want to give a big shout out to you, Ryan. Obviously, Ryan from Ryan Lee Graphics, as a lot of you will have heard me say in the past. Also, if you go to my website, where, by the way, the upcoming Nordishlife 2.4 hour sign up is now available over on www.charlieroscoe.com. You can go there. You can check out the details for the race. You can sign up there. But you'll also notice on the website some of the same images you've seen, a couple of other things. And I just want to say, Ryan, you've done a good job, mate. You've done a good job. Thank you very much. Officially, let's make it official on stream. You're a champion. You're the people's champion when it comes to graphics. And I appreciate your help.
Well, now that I can hear that you stopped talking.
Thank you for just giving me a quick moment there on your live stream.
I can't hear anything. I think I'm going to have to go and maybe reboot my internet.
Your internet, you reckon?
Well, I don't know. It sounded fine like 5 seconds ago, but now that
like
we're on
before the stream,
and technical difficulties are your forte.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm in the clear, mate.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what everyone comes for, and we've started off early because I can't understand a word you're saying, and because everyone else can, I'm guessing it's me.
I would assume it's you. Yep. All right. Well, whilst you do your thing, I'm going to start getting into some practice here for a daily race.
No worries. Well, you do you, and we'll.
Now that we've got the mushy shit out of the way, we can get into it, can't we?
Yeah.
There you go. Good job from Hamulin there to you. That one's for you.
Thanks, mate. I'll be back in a moment.
No problems, mate. No problems. So, whilst we wait for Ryan and even possibly Willie to join in for a bit of a chat and a laugh, you get to hear all the Skype noises, which is fun. Yeah, that's it, PSK. Ryan, you're a legend and champion. I got to restart my internet. Yeah, because he's probably... Oh, I'm racing. My bad. I'm reading the stream here. I think I went go too soon. Yeah, no, you're quite right there, PSK. He's not used to hearing anything positive come out of my mouth about him. And here I am, talking him up on stream, telling people to go and check out Ryan Lee Graphics. And he's just like, yeah, nah, there's clearly something wrong with my internets. I will be back in the jiffiest of jiffies. Is that considered the first technical difficulty of the day, Lim? Yeah, sure. It's not mine, for once, though. Now, I'll tell you what I'm not going for some unknown reason. Okay. Now, I've got some technical difficulties of my own. I'm not getting any sound from the PlayStation, which is fun. If you'll just give me one moment. But please feel free whilst I'm sorting my audio out to talk amongst yourselves. Have you tried Discord for the voice chat between you and Ryan? Hemulin, I have not. I actually, in terms of voice chat, haven't had the greatest experience with Discord. You hate to see it. But I'm willing to try again. It's been a little while since I tried, but I tend to always stick to Skype because it just seems to work better. But maybe not. Maybe Discord is fixed. Let's see if I can fix my technical difficulties. So this is why you guys come. Success. We have success. And now I can get back to it. Hey G-Rex, how are you? Hope you're all going very, very well. Let's do some racing. I've got to admit, this is the first time I have been on Gran Turismo at all since that fateful Penalties live stream, where I had a horrendous amount of fun. Turn TCS off. Still reading the chat instead of driving. Yeah, so this is the first time I've done it for a little while. We'll see how we go. I've been doing a little bit of Assetto Corsa with the Supercars mod, which is great. Been having a good time on that. So it's time to get back into some Gran Turismo. I have to sort of relearn how to do this. I'll take the first lap pretty easy, just to try and keep it on the track. Not do anything too crazy. We'll see what we can't get together. One of the things that's hard is the way the pedals on the steering wheel are calibrated for the PlayStation. See, on the PC you can sort of set them up to feel just absolutely Mickey Mouse. You sort of come over here and I have to get used to the feel of the brake pedal again. I'm doing a lot of brake locking at the moment, which you hate to see. But just gonna ease my way through the first couple of laps. Just to get a feel for it, try and get some pace before I actually go to race. Looks like the only update we get this month are those garbage Audis. Not what I like to see. I write about the Daily A and Audi on Discord. Sorry, trying to drive and read at the same time here. Now I'm getting all these Audi ads everywhere. Don't you love the way that Google and everything is just reading everything you say. But at least, if nothing else, today's daily races, the tracks are quite fun. We got the one make here at Brands Hatch. I think there was although Monza's the last race of the day, so we all know how turn 1 at Monza can be. Don't really need to go down to second for that turn. So yes, that's what's been going on. I'll tell you what's been going on. Today's a happy day for me because I am just finishing the back of 9 straight days of work. I had to work all weekend. I get tomorrow off because it is Anzac Day in Australia. So it's nice to finally get there. 9 very busy straight days has been pretty average. I'm very tired. I almost didn't stream tonight because I thought, you know what, I'm knackered. I don't know how much effort and energy I've got in me. But just wanted to have a chat with you guys. Thought, no, get in. Have a chat to the guys on the live streams. It'll make it all go better. Ad blocker is a wonderful thing. I think ad blocker is like standard on Google Chrome, isn't it? So we'll see how we go tonight, but I am going to make one early promise to you. Don't know if promise is a word I'll regret using. But irrespective of what happens tonight, you will not hear me complain about the penalties. I've got that out of the way. It's in the bank. I had a bad live stream. I did not enjoy myself. Had a lot of penalties I didn't agree with. And then I made a video highlighting my frustrations with it. I decided to open up the comment section to anyone who wanted to air some grievances about the penalty system. That corners actually gets me because you get a lot of understeer through there. And now that we've got all the penalty complaints out of the way, over the last stream, the video, and then the comment section of that, there's no need to keep going on about it. I've just got to work within the system we've got here. And irrespective of what penalties I get today, you will not hear me complain about them. Because I'm here to hang out with you guys.
Oh, I'm touching myself tonight.
That was really loud, by the way. Actually, so loud. I don't know, that probably didn't come across too loud for you. G-Rex has donated with an amazing donation. Thank you so much, G-Rex. I appreciate what you've gone and done there. I really do. I never expect any donations, but if anyone feels like they do want to, then all I can do is say thank you wholeheartedly. I really do appreciate it. Let me just turn my system volume down before Ryan gets back and blows my whole eardrums out. There we go. Success. But yes, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Looks like Ryan is back, which is nice to see. Apparently, by him resetting his router, what he actually meant was he was going to go and dig up all the cables to his house and rerun cables through his front yard and out to the Telstra box, because it takes a while. Hey Chris Redbeard, how you going? It's great to have you here. Here we go. Let's hope Ryan answers quickly, otherwise this is going to make a hell of a racket. This is going to make a hell of a racket on stream, so I apologise for the Skype noises. Technical difficulties are fun. No, and it's an instant hang up, so that's all cool. Let's keep racing. Hey Raj, how you going? Good to see you live again. It's good to be back live again. As I say, I've given Gran Turismo a bit of a wide berth over the last week or so. Oh, there we go. Thank you for destroying my stream's ears with your Skype call, but welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, look, you know, I don't actually know what happened there. I was sitting there watching your stream, waiting for it to actually come up. Nothing happened. So I don't know what the hang-up was, but that's why I called you back. I thought, we're in the moment, go with it.
That's it. This is the I am the technical difficulty master.
Yeah.
This is kind of what I do. This is my thing. If you're new to the stream, if one of the 17 people watching are in fact new to my stream, then you're going to be introduced to a world of technical difficulties you won't see on other people's live streams.
Yeah, we like to be unique in that aspect.
Well, I think so. You know, it's always good to have a point of separation. Hey, George, welcome to the stream. Great to have you along.
But yeah, so essentially I've not really heard anything from before. Everything's sounding great now though, so I'm guessing problem's fixed.
Fantastic, fantastic. I like it. And Lim has donated as well. Much appreciated, guys.
Get around it.
Straight in with the donations. Lim and G-Rex there as well.
How much trolling does $5 buy you?
Look, everyone gets one. Once you've donated, you can just go to town. Call me all sorts of names. Actually, don't do that because I like that. I appreciate when people hit dislike and call me names. Makes me feel validated.
Yeah, well, much like the Deadpool gif there. I'm touching myself tonight when people troll me.
Exactly.
Looks like fun though. The old Audi TT standard version road car at Brands Hatch.
It's not too bad actually. If I actually concentrate on this for a little bit. Do some pracky laps. Nice new stream layout. There you go. That's got to be redirected at you, Ryan. Any compliments on the stream layout goes to you.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, if anyone also throws shade at it, you're going to have to own that.
No, because I'll just palm that off to you, saying it fits the description that was provided.
That's not a good way to take turn one. There's quite a lot of understeer when you... I might actually fiddle with the brake bias here. So what do you reckon, Ryan? You're going to get that controller out and jump in for a race?
On what?
Well, on this, obviously. I don't care if you're going to jump on and play Formula 1 2017 or something. I mean, this, man.
Look, I'm probably not going to do that on the aspect of I'm not going to be racing with you on an online lobby anyway.
True. Mind you, the way that... No, I'm not going to complain about the penalties. It doesn't matter. I was simply going to say, should the event arise that I lose some driver and SR rating, then you never know your luck.
Do you know what's annoying about streaming on a Tuesday?
It's, what's that? What's
the
that,
mileage exchange hasn't updated yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it goes on Wednesdays.
Well, there you go. That's how much notice I actually had to burn through my mileage because I hit max mileage points. So I went through the other day and bought every single thing I could. I bought the cars, I bought every colour, I bought everything. For no reason except to burn through some mileage points.
Yeah, that sounds pretty stupid.
Dorcas? You bit my finger English accent. Oh, yeah, because I'm Charlie. Charlie bit my finger. Or whatever that... Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that.
Charlie bit me! There you go. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm up with the popular YouTube videos from about 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It's been sitting on the desk. Oh, yeah, the desk. Gathering dust. Or the shelf. Whatever you like.
It seems that we've got Andrew the Jerk in as well.
He's in, he's jerking, he's gherkin. He is the man, Andrew. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It keeps telling me to go to second, and like an idiot, I keep falling for it and doing it.
Yeah, don't do it, mate. Just don't do it. Mitch, that's pretty simple. Prioritise the 2.4 over anything else that comes up.
Your stream automatically went to
144p.
Sorry, I'm just trying to drive. 144p, and you can't change it. That sucks. Hopefully everyone else's is...
No.
It should actually be 1080 available at 60 frames.
Mine's currently running at 1080 by 60.
Nice.
Without a problem. Did have the problems before though, but you know.
Yeah, we've
good old reset kicks that one in the guts.
Well, it's good after a bit of a trying live stream last time. due to the penalties, which, as it turns out, now are great. I'm happy with them. And I had a point, which I should arrive at some stage soon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You're on full HD, Hamulin. Good to hear. 720 by 60. Oh, that's fine. And that's the maximum available.
Well, he said that's the maximum my connection can take. So maybe he can go to 1080, but it's just potato.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mitch said before, shame I can't do the 2.4 hour. Sad to miss it, but what can you do? And as I said, prioritise the 2.4 hour over anything else that comes up.
That's true.
That's what you can do.
Even if you're working. So you're just going to have to speak to your boss and go, look, I've really got this thing, and it's kind of important.
Miko says, why does it have to start so late at 6 p.m? Well, I don't think it's that late. 6 p.m. is not that bad.
I don't think it's that late.
Obviously, yeah, for the younger kids that might not be able to stay up.
True. I suppose
and play in that, it's not a thing. But you've also got to think we're contending with other continents and people in Europe.
Yeah, time zones.
It's bordering, getting too early for some people in Europe. So it's and then Americans just get shafted because it's like 4 a.m. and 1 a.m.
They do,
and stuff.
And I hated to do it. I really did, but the reality is there wasn't a lot of times that were going to suit Australia, Europe, and America. Someone had to get cut, and I have more Europeans and Australians in my streams, subscribers. So, unfortunately, that's where the priority lies with this one. But you never know, I might do something bang in the American time. I might just get up one morning at like 3 a.m. and just do something especially for the Americans.
How many Americans do we have here? I know, I think Dorcas was saying before he was American.
Yeah, okay.
Dorcas McShane.
I'm not driving well. I'm not feeling like I've got any form at all tonight.
It's alright, Mego. Just jump in on the early one. If you can't do the late one, so be it. Yeah,
just do what you can do. Now, in terms, I know a couple of people have been asking about qualifying races and such. There's a two-part answer here. The first part is that it's going to come down to... Well, first of all, we don't really have the time available. I really wanted to do this the weekend before the actual Nürburgring 24-hour. Oh, that's too fast for that corner. Yeah, I really want to do it the weekend before, which means we're sort of running out of time to try and run big, over 2 weekends qualifying races, sort of like I did last time. Time was not a luxury. The other thing is, we'll see how many people actually sign up for it, because I think Bathurst is a little bit more of an accessible and enjoyable track for a lot of people. I think the Nordschleife represents a bit of a personal struggle they might have and don't really want to be involved in sort of a race that maybe puts them under a bit more pressure than they'd like when they're trying to get through the green hell.
There you go, mate. Speedy says 143.4 on 1 lap. Not sure if that's good or not. Well, it is 1.4 seconds faster than you going on your 5th.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's probably alright.
But has Speedy been reading and talking to the chat? That's my question.
I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Why do you have your brake balance to the rear?
Because I was getting a lot of front end push.
Yeah, right.
Into corners, and I was understeering, and I don't like understeer. I'm going to go and see if I can join the actual race here soon. I'm not going to be competitive, but that's cool. This is really a stream to readjust my brain. As I said, after the last live stream where I was racing, don't include your livery live stream because obviously I wasn't actually racing. Can I join? I've got 4 minutes. Okay, fine. I'll jump back in and do like 3 more laps and then I'll go and join. Welcome, DJ Brian. Great to have you along. You had brake bias on +4. Damn. So yeah, what was I going on about just before when I was using all the words and stuff? Oh, just trying to reintroduce myself to Gran Turismo because I took a bit of a break there for what must be pushing a week now.
For good reason, though.
Yeah, it was probably time, and I have been doing a little bit of racing on Assetto Corsa, which feels very, very different from this game. So there's going to be a readjustment period, but this stream, as I say, is really just about getting back in touch with the game. I cannot get turn 1 right at all. My TCS is back on. Just getting used to the feel of the game again, which is cool. I think third gear is the right gear for that corner.
I think there's a lot of people, though, that are also starting to get a bit over the old Gran Turismo.
Yeah, it's look, it's one of those things. I think, as I've alluded to in previous streams, Gran Turismo is perhaps not doing themselves any favours by really drip feeding us content in terms of tracks over such a long period of time. And obviously a few people have got dramas with the penalty system at the moment. I know overwhelmingly the feedback on my video I put up was that people had enough. A lot of people saying that they'd walked away from the game for now, till the penalty system is changed, improved, what have you. So that's driving a few people away. There was a few comments that sort of went the other way, but you expect that. I think there's quite a few comments on it, and there's only really a handful of people sort of saying that they've got no dramas with the penalty system at all.
But they're probably the aliens who start first and just drive away from the field anyway.
Yeah, most likely.
You know, Speedy. Was it Speedy?
Probably Speedy. He made 2 alternative YouTube accounts.
Not even surprised.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be turning a lot of people off. But also, yeah, the very, very slow drip feed. I think people are starting to yearn for not just another track. Another track's great, but, you know, look how quickly Monza fizzed out. People got on board because it was a new track. Oh, I'm coming into there too fast for sure. Yeah, people were yearning for a new track, so Monza copped a bit of a flogging. People got on board. But it's kind of blended back into just the normal track list now.
But that's part of the problem, though. They've got this one new track to play with, and that's all they do then.
That's it. You flog that for a week or so, and then you're kind of like, well, I'm over that now too.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when they come out with new songs on the radio and they just play it 7 times a day.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't like this song. It's not that it's a bad song. It's just...
You've already heard it 17 times before.
Yeah, and you're kind of over it. I mean, unless for you, where you don't actually like Monza, but a couple of people asking for an open lobby. Doubt that'll be happening tonight. Though.
It's unlikely tonight, but I reckon it's likely. Oh, Jesus wept. I could probably go and jump into the race. It's unlikely tonight, but it is likely in my next stream. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what my next live stream is going to be, is an open lobby with plenty of Nordschleife. So get hyped. Get hyped for that. That's going to be a thing. Hey, Invictus, welcome. Great to have you here. Benny as well.
I'm currently doing laps also.
Oh, nice. There you go. I can join now. So Benny says, if life can't be fixed with beer, it's not enough beer or just can. I don't see anything wrong with that sentence.
No.
And Sim as well. Haven't said welcome to you, but great to have you along. Are we talking about Nordish Life plans today, Dominic? With the good news for you and anyone else who's watching the stream, I don't think my webpage is currently refreshing, so I've still got the same everything on my screen as I had about 10-15 minutes ago. Let me refresh and see if it... There we go. I still had 17 people watching and 6 likes. That has just jumped up to 50 and 25. So thank you to those people who have joined me, and let me go into qualifying, please. The good news is, for those of you that have just joined, if you go over to my website, www.charlieroscoe.com, you will see that there is now full details of the race, the date, the time, the format, the support category race in the middle, the half an hour just around the Nürburgring and GR4, just for shits and giggles. That's there. And so is the sign-up form. Now, that sign-up form is probably only going to be up until this weekend, so you literally have like 3 days remaining before I take that form down. Again, depending on numbers. And yes, the point I was getting at before, people were asking
and don't forget, there is a Nürburgring poster there too.
There is a Nürburgring poster, yes. Yes, very well made by you, Ryan.
I know.
I really should just change the car settings so I don't have to do this every time. Especially now because I have to restart, or that lap is gone. So all the details for that Nordish Life endurance race are now up. I encourage anyone that's interested, although I do ask that if you don't think you can make the race, to please not sign up. And I know that's not always easy for people to tell. You got the best of intentions, and that's cool. That's cool. I've no dramas with that. But if we can avoid people signing up that are unable to race, that pretty much know you're not going to be able to race, then that would also be cool.
Yeah, if it's your wife or partner's birthday that day,
yeah,
I probably wouldn't sign up.
Probably wouldn't worry too much about it.
If you've got to go to work at that time,
yep, don't worry about it. But if it's your dog's birthday, well, maybe you're in with a chance.
Yeah, give it a go. And then, if your dog accidentally dies, we understand that you can't make it.
Correct.
Things change that are out of your control. But
can you send out an email to confirm? I thought, George, I did click on that you were supposed to get some sort of notification to confirm that it was received. But I will be consolidating them and sending an email out. Wow, that corner is mental. That's where having the brake balance back is ruining that, because it kind of... the car sways and pivots around a bit. Let me go forward and see what happens. I reckon I'm just going to understeer everywhere. Oh, ready in the chat.
Hooray.
So yeah, that's cool. Wait, whoops. What am I doing out there? Reading chat. Nürburgring, I call it Sauron's track because it's pure evil.
Did you say Sauron?
I can't read. Yes, got Lord of the Rings on the brain. What did you actually say? He said Sauron's track, surely.
So by that you mean Sauron then?
Sauron, whatever, mate. Where are you from anyway? You're supposed to be supporting Australian accents.
Well, it's not Australian accents,
it is,
mate.
It is. I made it a thing. I've just made it a thing.
Righto.
I've just made it.
That's how the Aussies talk.
Yep, and they all now have to adjust if they talk differently to that.
No, true Aussie unless you call it Sauron.
I really don't like front wheel drives, but the car does feel a lot better with the bias up front now.
That's funny. I would have never guessed.
Jupiter, welcome, Mitch. Definitely, they will most likely push a massive penalty update based on feedback before the official start, and I guess that's why the FIA races are still
22 weeks of testing.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that's because they are testing different types of... And look, they're not always going to get it right, which is why I'm not going to be complaining about any penalties tonight.
Yeah.
At all.
I mean, we just we would like to reiterate the fact that we understand it's probably a monumental task
Yes.
to make these things work. We just want to let them know that they're fucking up at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much not doing a great job. But, you know, you learn a few things with things like that. Like, I kind of was under the impression iRacing has their shit together. Like, they've got it sorted, right?
Yep. Apparently not.
But no, so Shano, who has spent plenty of time in iRacing and is an exceptionally good sim racer.
Yeah, refuses to get on to Gran Turismo.
That's true. Shano, come on, mate. What are you doing? You and Speedy have a 1v1 waiting. But anyway, he was mentioning that iRacing still has its major problems. And I mean, they've been working on their penalty system for years.
Yeah, that's like 7 or 8 years now.
Yeah, I mean, iRacing's been around for a long time, and by all accounts, and so I actually did I just quickly punched into YouTube, you know, iRacing penalties, just to see what sort of videos come up, and sure enough, recent videos of people putting up penalties that, you know, looked ridiculous and all the rest, so it's like, you know what, I get it. Polyphony Digital are clearly doing their best, probably trying some things whilst it is still FIA test seasons until they're happy with where it's at.
One thing I can interject there, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
All very well, testing things, no worries. If you know that you don't have a system that's 100% yet,
Yeah.
is a 10-second penalty something you should be throwing out?
Well,
I don't think so.
I suppose, but they're going to try it though, don't they? They have to sort of start putting the longer time penalties in and then seeing where they land. Seeing if that does...
Yeah, but what they need to be doing is testing to make sure that penalties work in the right direction. So, like, whether the right person is getting the penalty. Once you've worked out that the system can work out that the right car is getting the penalty, then you can worry about how much penalty they're getting.
Yeah, I see your point. I do see your point there, that perhaps throwing around big penalties is not right. But then, you know, it's always a double-edged sword, and I'm going to be on the penalties defence tonight, having absolutely trashed them over a live stream and a video. I'm going to come to their defence tonight and say they're still trying to make this game drivable and agreeable to those people who are dedicating a lot of hours, and handing out harsher penalties for people who are ruining everyone's fun is certainly going to be the priority of theirs as well.
I'm going to be on the side of the average person who plays this game with a controller, which is probably 70% of the people playing, who just jump on, they want a bit of fun, you know? And then they're copping 10-second penalties for old mate who's cut them off and pushed them into a wall for no absolute reason. There's absolutely nothing they could do. I think, you know, maybe that's where they need to just experiment and just make sure, okay, you've got a 1-second penalty for that. Because even though it's the wrong person who's got the penalty, at least they can start making sure that the right person's getting the penalty, and okay, well, that's the wrong. And in the meantime, they're not going to alienate absolutely everybody because they've just copped the 10-second penalty for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. No, I do see your point.
Yeah.
I do see your point, but that corner is such a harsh bitch. Trying to get things right. Should probably start worrying about an actual quality time. I'm just sort of trying different lines, different braking points. Because I do left foot brake, it means I can sort of brake and accelerate at the same time. That can add a bit of stability. So just while we're chatting, and I'm not going for outright lap
braking
times.
is necessary.
It is, although it seems to actually make matters a little worse on front-wheel drive cars, which you would expect.
Yeah,
it does increase a bit of understeer.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't expect it to understeer.
Well, it does. You get a lot more understeer mid-corner when you're still trail braking.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can't really turn the wheels as much. I'm thinking more as in, like, on brake entry, as in the rear wanting to overtake the back as you get onto the brakes. But yeah, as you're going into the turn, I can imagine, yeah, it wouldn't want to turn very much.
Definitely doesn't want to turn as well. I can brake a lot later for that turn. I keep getting that too early.
Tell you what, there's not much better feeling than going down the Doddinger Hoe full speed and then not even getting off the accelerator until you're going up to the second gear at the Tiergarten. It's a good feeling. I like it. I just can't imagine the cojones on the blokes who actually friggin' do this shit for a real.
Yeah. For a living.
Oh, I think I've watched Kevin Estra's fast lap too many times. I've just tried to do the Nordschleife short circuit without the GP track.
That was better that turn. That was much better. That was worse. If I can remember what I did that last time. Next, like, what I got, 4.5 minutes. I really might try and knuckle down and get some more competitive laps. Not playing the game for a week is not the best way of being competitive against DRA and SRS people.
But you know what probably is good though?
What's that?
Just starting off your session in this crappy little car at a nice fun track.
Yeah, work my way into it. Work my way into it. Actually slowed down too much then. Got on the throttle too early and pushed out wide. That's exactly how to not take turn one. I don't think I could come up with a better example. Oh, look out. We've got a super chat from Luca. Best use I could find for Google Play credits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Luca. Appreciate that, mate. And for the 2 donations I've already received, as well as that super chat, big thank you to everyone who supports me. Honestly, just being here, watching, chatting is all I ever desire. But for those of you who do go that one step further, just know that I really do appreciate it.
And one day he'll appreciate it enough to work out some sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
You keep telling him about it, telling people that you're going to do something.
Oh, something special. I just can't figure it out, man. I just can't seem to figure it out. Now that the race details are underway. Oh, getting back to that Nordschleife race. A few people have been asking me about qualifying races and such. My point that I was trying to make earlier before I got distracted again was that it largely comes down to numbers. If I have too many people, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of quick fire method of determining, because we're only going to have about 15 slots, of course. And if I have like only 15 people, you know, apply, that's the wrong word, what am I looking for? Sign up for it. Then that's no dramas. No qualifying race will be necessary. If I have 120 people sign up, then I'm going to have to come up with some sort of method. Well, I've actually left my run too late here. Am I going to be able to... I'm just going to retry and try and finish this lap.
120 people sign up. I think you're going to be doing a lot of races, mate.
Well, I'm just going to have to come up with some better quickfire method of picking a top, like, or picking 15. And I don't know what that's going to be because we have limited time. And it's going to be pretty spare at the moment, and I know that's going to mean some people miss out that can make the race but weren't able to do the qualifying thing, which is something else I'm conscious of. Trying to come up with a fair way to choose.
So what we're trying to say is that picking the time zones where some people win, some people lose, was actually the easy bit.
Yeah, and that wasn't that easy. That was too wide. This hasn't been a good lap, actually. That is much better through there. I am happier. Even though there's an increase of understeer at certain points, I'm still happier with the brake balance Further forward.
I mean, even for the weight transfer of the car, it's got to be a benefit in itself.
Yeah, that's it. An ambulance just turned up at the door. Nice one. Yeah, I didn't get to finish the lap anyway. It probably actually would have been alright. It'll be in your morning, Benny. So all details of the race for anyone who is interested. Wow, there is no one playing this game anymore. There's 10 people in my lobby. And look at the mixture. We've got... Holy shit. We've got DR of E. We've got SR of A. We've got Bs, As, Cs, Es.
It could also just be the fact that it's a shitty car at a shitty track.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I would imagine as I go further up the list it'll get... But man, seriously, like 10 people in a race. I know that the A race has always sort of struggled a little bit with numbers, but that's as low as I've seen it. And it's not just the lack of numbers, it's the classes that are in it. I haven't been up against E's forever. What did Willie say? I missed. Qualifying is good because if you don't make the main... One of the things I was thinking about, I don't know how this would go down, but if I've got too many people, like a lot of people that have signed up for the race, and you all are able to turn up on the day, maybe... What if I partnered people off at random? And one of you run race 1 and one of you run race 2 and we combine the points.
No.
Oh, I don't like that. Toying with it.
A lot of people are pretty keen on the whole 2.4 hour thing. Like, that was by far
I know.
the most successful straw poll. So I think a lot of people were actually pretty keen on doing that amount of racing.
But the issue is, how do I filter through so many people doing the race?
Yeah.
That's the question. Decisions that have to be made. And it's been hard to kind of... I haven't been able to dedicate the time to this little pursuit as I would have liked, because I have been so damn busy lately. But that's okay. Let's see if it turns my TCS back up. Nope, good. Let's get radar on. Let's see how we go. Have the penalties become better, Daniel? Not sure, but I am not hating on the penalties today. That's I've got that out of the way. I've got that out of the system. So I'm going to work with the system that we've got. And if I do get a penalty tonight, well, I'm just going to cop it sweet. These two are in for a bit of early argy-bargy. Whoop. There's one contact. Let's see what sort of penalty I get. Yeah, it's a 5-second.
Even that's a stupid penalty.
Hey, we're dealing with the system that we have, and I should have done more to avoid the contact.
Yeah. Like jumping on the brakes and pulling off on the track.
Yep, that is one of the things I could have done.
So that when you come back on, the guy behind you has to do the same, otherwise he gets a 5-second penalty.
How is that guy getting... He keeps running off onto the grass. Like, when I hit the grass, I immediately spin out. Wonder if those guys got any penalties from the, because obviously they were bumping each other quite a lot early on in the race. Wonder if they got any penalties out of that.
Who knows? Not this guy.
I still believe that would be a cool addition if they put some sort of visual indicator above a car that currently has a penalty. And even the time, the amount of penalty they have probably wouldn't hurt. But what I can do is race on, try and go with these two people up the front, and just try and gap the guy behind me by the 5 seconds that I have in penalties. And then they won't matter, I'll still get my third place, won't I? The guy who bumped me got 1 second. How do you see that? Am I missing something on the screen? There must be something popping up.
Yeah, it comes up just above the rev meter on the tacho thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
it happens just when...
I did see that yellow pop up, but I didn't actually read it, I must admit.
Yeah.
So he got 1 second for rejoining the track in front of me,
Yep.
and I got the 5 second for contact with him. But there you go, I've got a big enough gap over third to...
Jeez, maybe I should have entered this. I would have got in.
You would have done. You
I
would
probably
have
would
done
have
this
done
one.
right. Considering that one of my favourite GR4 cars is actually the Audi.
Yeah, it is. But see, they're running off into the gravel. Like, how's he doing that? If I go in the gravel, I virtually stop. And he was nicking the grass there before around the back of the track, and every time I do that, I sort of spin. I'm a bit perplexed as to how he's just keeping it straight, keeping pace, not really losing anything in the way of speed. Back up on the grass, his acceleration wasn't affected at all there.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Like, he's all over the shop, and you're not gaining on him.
No.
Like, surely that's got to be a penalty for going that wide.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably assist. I reckon it is assists.
Yeah. Axe.
So he's out in the gravel again. And that's the advantage now with the current penalty system. You can afford to just swing back on the track in front of someone. Because if they hit you after you've rejoined, they're most likely going to come out of the penalty situation worse.
Yeah.
But like if I did that, if I clipped that grass, which I did, I think he practiced before, I immediately go into a spin.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I'd say it's just because you don't have any
assists on. I actually do agree. I remember seeing on the live stream a while ago, someone said it would be cool if they separated out like assists in lobbies. Now the issue with that is we only have 10 people in this race.
Yep.
If you start splitting the player base by penalties...
Yeah, what if you're the only person in this room that's actually going legit?
Not running any assists. Except ABS, obviously.
Yeah, but like, if everyone else has got counter steer on and all that...
Yeah.
And that separates them, then you're the only one left.
That's it. I believe I do get more prize money, maybe? Well, not money, but whatever they give you.
XP, maybe?
Yeah, I think I get more XP for having no assists on.
You have managed to get rid of about 1/10 of your penalty.
Yeah, that was only when I was off the throttle trying to avoid any more contact with him re-entering the track.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, maybe it's one of those things that you can have in your arsenal. If that's the way the penalty system's going to play, use it to your advantage. You know you can rejoin the track wherever you want, swing back on in front of people.
There's words for those people.
I know, but I'm just saying, if that's the way it's going to work, then perhaps it's the smart people that are using the penalties to their advantage. You know,
Yeah, smart people. No, I wouldn't say that. Because if you're a good driver, you don't have to worry about going off the track.
yeah, true, but you could, you know, what I'm saying is you could use the penalties to your advantage if you know the system. Like any other system, what's the difference from having counter steer assist on? You're using that to your advantage. The game gives you that advantage. You know,
Yeah, that's fine.
Like you
I'm
could
not saying you
re-enter the
can't,
track. You
but-
could be confident to re-enter the track, because
I just think
you
they're
know
lesser
that
of
if
a
the person
for doing
behind
it.
you, well, yeah, I agree completely. But still, you got to make the most of what you got.
He's just trying to go Ambrose on you.
Yeah, but we had a big enough lead to
He had
hold
4
that anyway.
seconds of penalties there.
He did.
You almost would have got him. If you didn't have your penalty, you would have had him.
Yeah, but that's all right. You work with the system you've got, and you've just got to race within the penalty system.
I love your positive attitude this evening, mate. It's such a can-do attitude.
Mate, I tell you, after the last stream and the video I put out, my complaints, my whinging's done. You know, I've always said about complaining, it's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do for a while, but it doesn't actually get you anywhere.
Pretty happy with third in that picture there, mate.
Apparently, yeah. Would seem that way. Alright.
I guess looking down at that
So
Audi,
my
I
SR
think
took
I
a
just raced
penalty.
it.
I'd imagine my DR took a penalty, I'm not sure. Let's go to the B race and see if the numbers pick up at all. I'm going to do some practice and not join this one straight away. What track was this, Suzuki? You know what? I'm going to try the Corvette. No, you know, I'm going to go the 4C because I watched one of the Top Gear specials they put on Netflix. You know how it was just Richard Hammond and Clarkson. They did 2 episodes in 2 consecutive years where they just went on a big trip. I think the first year was through France, second year was through Italy.
Yep.
And they went for like an hour each. They're really good, actually. I hadn't seen them before. I don't know how I hadn't seen them, but I hadn't. And yeah, I watched them over the last couple of nights. And in the Italy one, Clarkson was driving a 4C and fell absolutely in love with it. So because of that, I'm going to use a 4C here.
I drove the second one that came into the country.
Nice, nice. Did you actually have a genuine Larritt though?
Oh, look, I gave it some stick on the back streets.
Yeah.
I quickly came to the profound resolution that although it's a good sounding, good, fast little car, you don't really want to drive it on streets too much.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more of a tracked style car that you can drive on the streets.
Yeah, it's extremely stiff. Like on those back streets, it was very bumpy.
Did you change the settings? Because I think Clarkson said when you put it to the, I don't know, the race mode or whatever the hell the mode's called, he said it was just like spine shattering, basically.
Yeah, no, this was in like the standard.
In the soft mode.
Yeah. I mean, if you put it out on a track like Phillip Island or like a proper nice smooth track, it'd be a bloody dream.
It would be. Although I don't think Phillip Island would play to its strengths.
No, but you'd have a lot of fun in it.
Oh,
like if
you would.
if you're racing against other people, then you're in for a bad time. But if you're just going out there and doing some laps,
Oh, wouldn't it just be
yeah,
a fantastic day out of the office?
yeah. But then again, you could do that in a Swift and have a great day. So
You could, yeah. And that's it. Track days are fun.
yeah.
Even if your car's not a real big race bus or whatever. Bear in mind you're going to cook your brakes at the track. So whilst you don't need a track car, a brake upgrade is probably advisable.
But then again, it depends on the car.
It does.
So when I did the AMG one, we went pretty hard in the. And you think about this, a GLE 63S.
GLE 63.
She is a massive beast.
Yeah.
With huge amounts of power. Driving down the front straight, no slower than the C63.
Yeah.
And probably 5 laps consecutively with not really much change.
Whoops. That's what I was talking about, though. As soon as I drop an outside wheel on the grass, it immediately spears off, and that's what that other guy wasn't getting. But that would be an assist thing. I'd imagine if I turn counter steer assist on, that would go away. But yeah, ultimately...
You're a real man, so...
That's it. But yeah, no, track days, what I'm trying to say is track days are fun, even if your car's not some super amazing thing. You know, you take your Golf Polo down to a racetrack for a day, you're going to have a load of fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're into Gran Turismo and you're into your... You know, even if you would never have identified as a bit of a motorsport fan, I think it's a fun way to go and spend a day. I'm trying to get my RX-7 track day ready at the moment. That's my goal over the next couple of months, trying to get just a few things done to it.
Yeah, see, that was one of the benefits of working in the tyre industry. There was one competition we won through the store where I got the store got 2 iPads, which I gave to the 2 assistant managers because, you know, we won on sales and they were by selling. So
yeah, fair enough too.
But the main part of the prize was the drive day, so I was like, yeah, I'm taking this.
I'll be taking that. Yeah,
I'll be taking that one. And that was Goodyear with BMW at Phillip Island.
Yeah.
So that was good fun.
Yeah, I reckon.
That was back in the E90 days though, so not the current model or M2s or anything like that. It was just but still, E90 V8 M3. Nothing, no slouches around here.
No.
But yeah, then there was another one where it was a Bridgestone BMW day, which was not that long ago actually, and that was alright. It's still good fun.
Yeah.
So it's good fun, those sort of things.
It's a good experience, as I say, especially if you're into a bit of Gran Turismo.
Yeah. And
you enjoy doing it. Maybe consider it. Put it on the list of things to tick off the old bucket list. I cannot get used to how late you can brake on this thing. It's ridiculous. I'm over braking every corner I come to. Feels really good actually. It's fun anyway. You like my positive mood today, Benny? Well, I'm glad. I know it's the morning for the Europeans over there, so hopefully I can help get your day off to a good start, even if you got a shitty day ahead. I didn't. One of the things I probably enjoyed the least about my last very difficult, frustrating, and annoying live stream is the fact that I didn't have any fun. About halfway through the live stream, and I was like, don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be playing Gran Turismo, and I don't want to be live streaming it. And that goes against my normal live streams. And normally I'm just here to have a bit of fun, have a bit of banter, and I just found myself getting angry and frustrated, and I don't like it.
No, you don't want to jump on games and get frustrated. That kind of kills the escape. Speaking of escapes and fun, here's Willie.
Oh, welcome, Willie. How are you, big fella? No, don't even worry about it.
Somewhere around here.
He's definitely doing stuff because I'm hearing all the right noises.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Willie. How are you, mate?
Rusty.
Yeah. I know them feels.
It's been a little while since I've been on.
It has. You did join us semi recently, though, which was cool.
Yeah, about a fortnight ago or something.
Yeah, it was. The last time you played?
Yeah, that's right. As it turns out.
Well, I don't know what car you're going to choose for the GR4, but I do recommend jumping in the Alpha. This 4C is good. It's like a go-kart.
Yeah, right. I don't own one, so at the moment I'm in a BMW.
Ah, yes. Well, you can't go wrong with the old Beamer. It's a favourite of mine. But look, getting back to what we're saying about trying to increase my mood a little bit, sometimes if you're getting frustrated, if you're on a game and it's just giving you the shits and you're just getting on and getting frustrated, sometimes taking a little bit of time off can be one of the best things you'll do.
That's it.
We all
No
need a
to
break
push
from
it.
time to time. And if you're not having fun, then, you know, that's what this is here for. I know there are some people that use these things as, you know, a gateway to real racing and all the rest, but it's still a game. If you're not having fun, have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
We will take any sponsor donations.
Yeah, from Kit Kat. Or whoever makes
any
it.
and all.
Any and all. For really anyone. Doesn't even have to be Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Can be something I don't even like. Nestle, thank you. Yes, it is. Who did I say? Cadbury's.
You said Kit Kat. But yeah, if Marmite want to sponsor us to get rid of this Vegemite chat, we're open.
Yeah, I will 100% sell out, even though I don't like Marmite at all, and I do like Vegemite. I'll still sell out for you. I'll change all the memes to Marmite.
If there's one thing that works in this world, it's money.
It's money. Oh, that was nice. That felt good through that corner. And I think second gear in this for the hairpin is the right gear to be in. Might jump out and see if I can join the real race. In a sec. Was that stupid Lupid? Hey, how you going, big fella? Good to have you along.
Been a while since I've seen that name around the traps.
It is. At least the last stream.
Maybe I should take that personally, considering the last stream was mainly about my liveries.
That's it. That one he opted out of that. No, I get that, you know.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. There is a livery contest as well. Nothing to do with the Nordisch Life Endurance Race. I'm having a livery contest. It's being run off my Discord, but you don't have to be on the Discord. Oh, good. Good. I've slammed in at 212 and speed is in 208. So that's good. I like that. Makes me feel good about myself. Getting back to this contest, we you know, as you've probably noticed from, as I was saying before about the graphics on the stream, the website's got some new graphics on it. We are sort of Ryan and I are giving my channel a bit of a facelift. So there's a bit of a livery.
I'm doing it. He's ticking the box.
Correct. And Ryan's doing it and I'm taking all the credit for it. And I'm going to have a new YouTube banner. And in that photo I need a picture of a car, a Charlie Roscoe themed car. So if anyone wants to make a Charlie Roscoe themed livery, doesn't have to be Gran Turismo, but Gran Turismo is probably the easiest. And that's, let's be honest, you've all clicked into this because of Gran Turismo. Then we're going to have a bit of a competition, a bit of a vote, and it'll be the people's choice because it's the people's channel. And your car will be in my YouTube banner. And look, it could be there a long time.
That must make you the people's champ.
I actually left myself a note on the homepage at work the other day that's public, that everyone can see it. And instead of putting my own name in, I put the people's champion. Everyone's like, who the hell's the people's champion? I'm like, yeah, that's me. The owner was like, you are a dickhead. I said, yep, you're right. I'll take that.
I'll wear that badge with pride.
I will own that badge. I am Captain Dickhead. I've got another hot tip for people. Look at this. I've actually got tips in this live stream. Welcome to the... it's not just a facelift for my YouTube channel and the stream. It's just a facelift for me as well. But do you remember, Ryan, a little while ago, I was saying that for some reason, like when I was trying to get the... when I was making a bit of money by doing the challenges, it kept starting me in 4th gear.
Yep.
And I didn't know what it was. I figured it must be a bit of a bug or a glitch or something like that. I found out what it was, why it does it, because I can replicate it at any given time. I have connected to my G29, my G27 gear selector. Now I never use it. I never use it, or very rarely. And if you have young children, which I do, it's another box I ticked, they sometimes run in and they like grabbing the gear selector and just, you know, selecting gears, I guess. And if they leave it in
Well,
fourth,
they see Daddy doing it.
and then you try and race, like obviously as soon as you use the paddles for the paddle shift, it disengages the gear selector and overrides it with your paddles. But when you first load in, I think there was even one live stream that was doing it. That's what it was. As soon as I put it back in neutral, it stopped happening. So there's a pro tip.
Don't have kids, or
Yeah, sure. That can be the take out of that. Why not? Think twice before you have kids. Your Audi race was different, Speedy. That is too high of a
as
gear
in
to be.
different to everyone else, or just different as in weird?
I'm not sure. What do you say? I'm just trying to... Better try and focus on actually getting a decent lap here.
That's overrated.
Because again, I'm not going to be competitive with a 212. I'm going to be like third last. And just get caught up in all the in the penalties again, which are great. I'm all aboard penalties tonight. That was some ill-wanted oversteer back there, but
I'm not sure what you're going on about in a hot streak. The bot might not be able to kick you, but I bloody can.
you have the power. Probably pushed a bit hard into that one. Pushed way too hard and losing tenths of a second. Hand over fist. You hate to see it. It was a good hairpin though. It felt nice. This is really only going to get me back into the 212s.
Oh, 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Yeah. What sort of times are you doing, big fella?
I just went nearly 2 seconds quicker on my last lap and did an 11.1.
Nice. Thinking I might need to change car. As fun as this is, it just seems a bit asthmatic for the straights.
That would be a downside.
Yeah. Especially at a
Probably
high-powered
beautiful
track
in the
like
corners,
this.
though.
Oh, mate. Stunning in the corners. Like a
Well, the
freaking
Italians
go-kart.
are good at the curves.
And they are, but I'm afraid I just hit a 212.1, so I'm a second off you. I'm going to go try another car. I know it's a bit last minute, but you know what they say.
Better late than never.
Yeah, let's go with that one. Can I do it from in here? No. Session, no. Jeez, concentrate, mate. There we go. Right, this is going to be a last minute deal, but what sort of car am I going to go? Race entry. What are you in the... You're in the BMW, aren't you? How's it feel? Does it feel good?
Feels pretty good.
I'm going to go. I love this car. Absolutely love it. It's got your livery. I'm still running your mobile. Yeah, sure, let's go with mobile. Still running your livery on it.
Yeah, she's a bit of a rusty one, but it does the job.
Ah, well...
You made a Red Bull one for that one.
He actually has, I believe.
No.
I haven't you rubbish.
Oh.
You've still got the mobile, or mobile as we shall now call it. The
Yeah, the
05
Peter Brock
mobile.
replica one.
Yep.
I mean, it's a great looking car, but I'm just surprised that you don't have the Red Bull.
I do have that on every other car, yes.
I remember you turned up once with a brand new car. You already had a Red Bull.
You
livery on
did.
it.
You're like, I've
Yeah.
only just bought this car. I already got a Red Bull livery. We
Yeah, I
did,
do
mate.
that so it's on all my cars, so every time I get in, that's who I am.
That's who
It's
you
a
are and
tasty
what you
little
do.
livery, and it's pretty easy to knock out. So
It is.
I would get around it
Why not?
if
Keep the fleet
if
the
that was
same.
my flavour.
Thing
I
already
guess I could
feels
probably do that by just changing it to a white car, and have all my cars white.
could do, but that's boring.
It is.
This car already feels a lot punchier on the straights. It does not turn
Probably.
as well.
I was gonna say probably just losing the same amount of time though in the turns.
It's going to take me a lap or two to get used to, which is great with 4 minutes on the clock. It's what you want.
Bit of pressure.
I like to add a bit of tenseness to my live streams. It does not steer as well as the Alpha. Actually, that Alpha would be amazing around the Brands Hatch.
Maybe you should give the Alpha a go at the Nürburgring in the GR3.
The Alpha GR3 car. That's what you reckon. This is geared differently as well. I have to use first for that. So I get one sighting lap to try and get my head around this car, and then I have to go for it because I'm only going to get one lap.
That's all Sebastian Vettel needed.
Yeah, but he still knows that car very well.
And the track.
Actually, Dan Ricciardo did that last race, remember? And he just got in with one flying lap to go in Q1. He's in a Red Bull, and it was Q1. So it'd be pretty hard to get eliminated, but he just scraped through off one lap. Right. Now, with absolutely no confidence on board whatsoever, I am entirely not ready to tackle this lap. But here we go. A lot of oversteer exiting the chicane. Not what you want. Oh, mind you, that rough and ready lap was a 2:12.5. That's already pretty much on pace with the Alpha time. Too much oversteer. It's not a good lap. It's not a good lap, but I am up. Definitely so much punchier than the Alpha. It's actually a really big margin in terms of performance between the two cars here. Because I was definitely cleaner in the Alpha.
The pressure is on.
It is. I don't reckon I'm going to equal your time. Would have loved another 5 laps in this car, but nonetheless. I'm going to take a fair chunk of improvement over the Alpha though on only my second flying lap. I've done a 2:11.0. That will be the end of the qualifying session. Tried the Alpha earlier, got a 2:08.9 I think. Pretty decent for the corners. Yeah, nice one, Speedy. No one needs your negativity around here, mate.
What's the exact time?
0.98. I need to scrape to 0.
I did a 2:11.016.
6, nice. You got me. You got me.
Close
Nice.
though.
It is close, and I only had 2 laps to get it. Got.
Oh, and how, being so close, are we not in the same lobby?
True, and
Because you're an A.
it is. But I'm up against D's, DR of D, and I'm on pole. I'm not shitting you. There's only 16 people in my lobby.
There's 16 in mine as well.
You got a B, D, 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 D.
Field
They're all
goals
fucking D's.
They're all D's except for one guy who's B. This, you know what
There
this
you go,
is?
Speedy's seen.
This is an example of everyone, A, that's left the game because we can't even fill a lobby, and B, we can't fill a lobby with the same class drivers, which is either a reflection on how many people have currently walked away from the game, or people have copped so many penalties that their DR has dropped so low.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm still A and S is because I haven't touched this game since my last penalty live stream.
And everyone's like, oh my god, an actual alien.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, it's done.
Essentially, you need to win this race.
Yeah, if I don't win, I'm going to cop penalties for sure. Well, not penalties, I will be penalised. My DR will be penalised. But I tell you what I'm going to do, take this opportunity to go and fill my drink bottle up, which is completely empty, so I'll be right on back in just a moment.
You best hurry along, mate.
Yeah, here we about to start.
It's 52 seconds.
You know what, I'm not going to. I looked up and saw there's 36 seconds of warm-up left, and I thought, no.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, I might just wait. It's only a 4-lapper. It's not a long race. 3 seconds
I'm pretty
in
sure
from the third.
you'll live for about 9 minutes, mate.
I reckon I will.
Let's see if I can not come last.
There you go. Henmillan says I don't do dailies anymore because he likes his DR, and that's exactly what I'm getting at. They are mainly SR of S, but let's be honest, it's not that hard to get to SR of S.
I'm SRS.
Yeah, and I think, Willie, didn't you and I get to SRS in like the first decent session we were racing?
Possibly.
And if not the first, it was the second. DR is the long slog. That's the long slog. But I honestly think that's a reflection of both the people that have now walked away from this game because of penalties, and also that the people that have been hit so hard with penalties that all their DRs are just dropping. Soon it'll just be no one will have a high driver rating.
You'll just be racing with numpties everywhere and nobody will want to race because the penalty system sucks and you're racing with numpties that just crash into you.
I'm not agreeing with that. No, I'm giving the penalty system a night off. It's there. We're going to race within the system that we have.
Yeah, but penalty system aside, if everyone's DR and everything keeps going down and you're getting matched with people who actually can't race, then that's really going to make things worse.
Take it nice and easy to start with. Just get through the first part. It's a shame we didn't get matched up, Will, especially because I don't exactly have a lot of other people with high driver ratings in this lobby.
Yeah, the one I'm in, everybody was all B's, A's, and a couple of S's. I'm in Speedy's in mine.
Okay, alright.
So what's happened here is PD did see your video.
Yeah,
They didn't like it, and you've been shelved.
I have. I've been shelved.
Take that however you like it.
Yeah.
Which is another metaphor for shelved. I'll laugh at my own jokes. Yeah, I will.
You're the funniest bloke you know.
Oh. Well, one of the only blokes I do know.
On the opening lap, a guy has done 2:08.5.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! On the opening lap.
Yep, I did 2:19.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Some
ouch.
aliens in there, mate.
Yeah, I've got some pretty stiff competition in here, so whew, tell you what, I'm working for it.
Opening lap, the guy's done a 3 minutes.
Well, I will be the quickest on the opening lap. And I've done a 2:11.3. Pretty much my quality time. Lol. Not even going to change gear there. Because I'm a badass. Put pixelated sunnies on me right now.
In the M4 GR4.
Maybe PD were like, this guy has just made a very damning video about our penalty system. Just put him with lower level guys until he's happy again.
Give him some wins.
Hang on, let's just stop for a sec.
Up.
As if PD could give an absolute flying fat twat about what I think and do.
Yeah. I don't even think they'd care what C28 would say.
I don't even think they know who anyone is. I think they operate in their own little world.
Their own little office.
Yeah. And I think their testers are the only people that have... They're hired staff testers, that is. The only people with any real input. Not that I'm complaining about the penalty system. I'm just saying. Another 211.3. Consistency. I'm just 1/100th off my opening lap.
Very good.
It's not good pace though. Bit disappointed I couldn't even nut it for a 210.
Race isn't over, mate.
There's the optimism. See, that's my early stream optimism starting to wash off on you.
Oh, look. End of the day, I don't really care. I don't play this game.
Oh,
that must be because of the penalties.
yeah, it must be.
Oh no, sorry, no,
No.
that's not.
No, it comes down to my inability to use my steering wheel.
Oh no, you have the ability to.
No,
Yeah,
not really.
yeah, 100%. You just don't. You lack the required motivation to use it.
Only because I have to like change out my pedals and everything, which requires unbolting everything and swapping it all over.
Maybe you need to buy 2 rigs.
Yeah. The man raises a valid point.
Yep.
Alright. Well, if I'm going to buy another rig, that one was $575, but I want the GT Ultimate one.
Yes.
Well, why are you sitting here carrying on about it and just do it?
I suggest you start opening up web pages and start pulling out your credit card, mate.
It's just money, mate. Just spend it.
Exactly. They're still making it.
And then set up your rig and send it.
Don't you need one for work?
I think you do need one for work. You could probably...
I need to have one fully set up with Euro Truck Simulator just so I can practice my driving of large vehicles for work.
And if you're currently listening to this stream and you work at the Australian Taxation Department, please click away now. Nothing going on Ryan's tax return that you should be worried about.
Nah, not this year anyway. I mean, ever. I'm clean.
Oh, well, I've just had myself a little spin.
Uh-oh. You motivated me to get out on the grass as well.
Yeah.
What did you do that for?
Well, I got motivated by Willie. I didn't want him to be alone. It's terribly frightful when you have a spin.
I'm following Barry Bad Boy here, and he...
Very bad boy.
...is in a very nice looking BMW.
Is he just?
He is in a very nice BMW.
Is it the same one I'm in?
It sure is, and it's the same one I'm in.
Nice.
So you got your livery on?
He sure does.
That's awesome.
You don't even have a YouTube channel and you're a bigger deal than I am.
Yeah, mate.
But that's not to be surprising.
Other people racing around in your livery, mate. That's got to feel nice.
I know, I'm like famous in that, you know?
Yeah. You're
I
totally
wouldn't know
that
what
guy.
feels like.
Nah, me either. How's the consistency up there? I've ruined it on this lap. I'll go 212 here, but how's the consistency until now?
Doesn't matter, mate. It's happened.
Oh, everybody's been riddled with penalties.
Did you get any penalties, Willie?
I did not.
Good work. And that's because the penalty system is great. It's great. Yeah. I did do it to 11.5, so yeah, it was still pretty consistent. Well, I got a win, but at the same time, it doesn't feel as good as winning should feel.
No. I mean, looking at the grid before you started the race, knowing that if you don't win this race, you should probably stop racing.
I mean, I finished 30 seconds in front of third place in a 4-lap race.
Yeah.
Hey, that's because you're fast.
Well, I am faster than him, I suppose. That's factual. But I can't really... It's a bit of a hollow victory, but you know what? When I'm looking at my stats one day in a little while's time, I won't be thinking about it. I'll just be looking at the win. Going, yeah, look at me.
The big old W.
That's up to 2 wins now. Look out. You shouldn't... there's still plenty of penalty discussion going on in the chat, and that's the hot topic at the moment, isn't it? That's the conversation on everyone's lips at the moment. And look at that, I got 3 stars. Pole position, fastest lap, clean races. There's a screenshot to keep, eh? And from that screen, you can't even tell that it was a very cheap victory, and I shouldn't be proud of myself. That looks great. I mean, that's a thumbnail.
No one knows that.
That's a YouTube video thumbnail right there. That'll help bump the old DR level up a little bit. But probably not much. Oh, now I've got Monza. Good times. Now, someone Speedy, you're there. I can see you. What car's good for Monza? What's the best car you've been going around in? I'm going to pick your car. Andrew McGirt, Charlie, you're currently in the top 2% of GT players. Well, see, I'm disappointed by that, Andrew, because that means I am 1% below where I'd like to be. But if you spend all your time comparing yourself to aliens like you do, well, I want to be one. C7 or Mustang, thank you very much. I'm going straight for the Mustang. I'm going to go the Mustang. Oh, yes.
I was going to say, you're not too much of a fan of the C7.
I don't mind it, actually. It's warmed. I've warmed to it a hell of a lot.
Have you,
hell of a
Jobs?
lot. Yeah, I really have.
Who are you?
I know, I don't even like American cars. And honestly, the Mustang and the C7 are becoming two of my favourite GR3 cars.
I've done no time in the vet.
Haven't you?
No.
It had an update there. I think it was 1.13 or something like that. And the Corvette got a big boost in the balance of performance updates. And it feels really decent now.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Put it this way, Willie. On a controller, in the Corvette, I did, on this game, the fastest lap I've ever done at Bathurst.
Yeah.
You're a madman.
He is a madman, isn't he?
I mean, it's either that or I'm just really shit at Bathurst.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Little
I'll
bit
go
of column
with
A,
C,
little bit
which
of
is
column
all
B.
of the above.
Yeah. Let's go front a little bit, eh? Let's get a bit of frontage going on.
Whilst you're in the Mustang, I guess that's also a topic of conversation of late in the Australian motorsport scene.
It is. It is.
I can't wait to see the abomination of a vehicle that they come up with.
I really have aero concerns for the Mustang because the Mustang looks great, and the reason it looks great is because it's modelled off the old 1960s Mustang, which obviously, you know, 69 fastback Mach 1 Mustang's probably my favourite Mustang. And this is kind of a modernised version of a similar shape. But one thing that 60s model Mustang did not have going for it was aerodynamic efficiency.
Yeah, but that won't be such a problem because
No, it can't be any worse than a sedan.
yeah,
You don't reckon?
once they've done the BOP for the drag test and all that sort of stuff, that won't be a problem.
No,
Yeah,
like
okay.
the Commodore now is a four-door hatch.
Yeah.
But the Commodore, this year's Commodore, they're saying it's got quite a small, narrow front end, which has been advantageous in the aero testing.
Yeah, the Mustang's probably not as big in the front end as what you think.
I don't know, it looks pretty big.
But at the end of the day, all this talk of the supercars with the ZB being so slick at aero and all that sort of stuff, and you take it to a track like Phillip Island and it just gets smashed on by the FG, that says something.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it was only one FG.
It was.
But even Coulthard's car showed speed, it's just the lack of driver ability.
I was going to say it should show speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's factor in the fact that Scott McLaughlin is one of the best steerers on the track out there. And I think he plays a very big role in how successful his, or the Falcon is. But this will be the last year of the Falcon. It probably won't because some of the secondary teams will still run it, but it's still pretty much the swan song year, isn't it?
They will be. Nah, I think they'll run the Mustang next year.
They all will, you reckon? There'll be no Falcons at all?
Well, Tickford's already said that they are, and DJR will be. That's pretty much all of them except for the Hazelwood and 23 Red, which are both Tickford cars.
Yeah, they'll be Mustang as well.
They'll
You
be
reckon
Mustang next year
the
too.
customer cars will still be Mustangs?
Yeah. All Fords will be Mustangs next year. It's like this year there's no previous shape Commodores.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is the last year of the Falcon.
It is.
Yep.
I don't mind the FGX. I've never been a massive fan of the Falcons, but the FGX...
Certainly the best
it's not a
looking
bad
car.
looking thing. Yeah, I don't mind it. As far as big, heavy four-door saloons go.
I don't like it in the road car, but I like it as a supercar.
I don't mind the road car. The interior is still shit.
Yeah, it's because it's the same as the FG, which is the same as the V8.
It needs an update on the inside, there's no doubt about that. Mustang would look good in Talladega livery, just saying. I don't even know what the Talladega livery is. I've only seen that movie once. I don't really find that guy funny.
Something wrong with you, mate.
I just don't. I just don't like the cut of his jib.
The cut of his jib.
Yeah, rip Falcon, Chris. Exactly right. It's and they'll start to make a big deal about that towards the end of the year. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, look. At the end of the day, it's not a bad thing though. It's called progression. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There's no point in running the Falcon. You can't buy one. You can't go down to your local Ford dealership and buy a Falcon. So, what's the point of running them in the touring cars?
You also can't buy a V8 Ultima, even when the Ultima was in sale, and you can't buy a V8 ZV either.
Nissan also needs to make some sort of change.
You can't buy an Ultima, period.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't buy an Ultima in the country anymore, but when you could, you couldn't get a V8 version.
You couldn't. But you could at least buy the Ultima. But you can't now, so it's probably time for Nissan to also...
Nissan will make a change. They'll pull out of the category.
They will, I agree with you.
Unless they run their Skyline.
No.
Not the GTR, like, not that shape. The actual Skyline.
No, they won't do it.
I don't think they'll do it. Unless the Supra gets it. Supra. What am I can't brain. Keep going. As you were, I'll get back to you on that point. I don't know why Supra came to my brain then. That was odd.
I don't know either, mate.
I know some of the V8s higher up are pushing Nissan to put the Godzilla into the supercars if they stay. Well, they'd have to. If they stay, surely they would have to run that. Like, what else are they going to...
I think the biggest reason why we'll never see Godzilla in V8 supercars, or supercars, is because it's in GT3. And it fights at that top league of the category racing. And
they don't need to sell in Australia.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. You guys keep going. I'm just going to fill my drink bottle up.
No worries. I can't see Nissan running in that. The only change that I could potentially see if Nissan stayed was
running the 300 or 350 or whatever it is.
Not even that. Even if they ran with a similar body, like just run the same body next year, changing the engine to the GDR engine.
Yeah, there's no turbos anymore though.
What do you mean? They can run them if they want, but people have just chosen not to.
I thought the turbo had been dropped completely.
I'm going to Google it right now, but I'm pretty sure that you can.
I know Holden have dropped it, and they're the only ones that were looking
I think
do it.
The interesting thing with the Holden is because I reckon what they're probably doing is looking at what Nissan do at the end of this year. Like, because it's not like they've canned the whole project. They've just put it to the side.
Yeah. Well, there's all that money that's been invested, so it's just, they've just shelved it for the meantime.
Yeah.
It's not to say that it won't come up again in another 3, 4, 5 years.
Or months.
Yeah.
Like, if Nissan come out and say, we're coming back, we're going to have this, and it's going to be great, that might kick in to the supercar, into GM and say, well, maybe we might run this car.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see if the Camaro comes in now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
the biggest problem that I've got with all this, right? I don't have a problem with Ford coming in with a Mustang and Holden coming in with a Camaro and all that stuff. That's fine. Get rid of the control chassis.
Yeah, agreed. Or introduce multiples of the control chassis. Have an option of 3 or 4 control chassis, or even probably 2 or 3 control chassis.
Yeah, well, this is just the start of it, so things will be changed. So this is just early days of...
I mean, just imagine if we could create a category where people could bring manufacturer spec cars and they could race competitively and we could equalise them in a balanced performance way.
You've already got that. Why do you want 2? Why would you want 2 of the same category?
Exactly what I'm trying to say.
You don't. You want to keep it different.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, that's if we're going to start heading down that aisle, like we've already got that.
I think you can borrow things from other series without directly ripping them off.
Yeah, well, it's just like saying supercars to NASCAR. Like they have the Chevy SS, which will probably stop shortly. But like, I know it's only a skin over the top, but then sells ours.
Yeah.
So we're just keeping our own identity, which
I
I think
a lot of the NASCAR. It doesn't even matter if it's a Ford or a Toyota or anything. I'm pretty sure that from the firewall forward, that's the only thing that changes. Everything back is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
But I don't think they're trying to introduce a GT setup, and nor should they.
No. But what I'm trying to say though is, it's ridiculous to have this notion of, yes, here comes the Mustang, bring on the Camaro, but we're going to make you fit it onto the same chassis we had an FGX and a VF Commodore.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they could use anything. Ford could put a Mondeo on there. It wouldn't matter. It's going to still stretch over. It's just whatever they want to market and advertise, which is why I think it's weird that Nissan haven't addressed that and introduced a new car.
Yeah, well, what have they got? The next thing that they've got is a Maxima.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, they could run this 350.
They could.
We're going to
370
370 or whatever it is.
But that's even smaller than a Mustang. Like, that's the thing you got to think about is, like, one day it's going to happen.
They're all composite panels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the composite panels and stuff, that aside, at some point in the next 12 months, we are going to see a V8 supercar Mustang sitting right next to a real-life Mustang, and they are going to look horrendously different.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, same argument with NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, but NASCAR's always had that, though. They've always been pretty out there compared to what the actual road car was. It's just the dimensions. Like, I don't have a problem with running any car, but they've just got to change the chassis.
Yeah, that's where it comes back to me saying they need a couple of choices of control chassis. They should have a few different sizes to allow
that was always
for
their early idea.
Yeah, so that you could allow
come.
manufacturers that run 4 cylinders to be competitive. You're going to need a smaller chassis, and you're going to need to have a lower weight limit. Or they need to look at least a power to weight ratio. But you can't say the sport's not doing well at the moment. It's growing internationally, year by year.
Yeah.
So they're doing something right.
Yeah, but the problem is, though, and this is the sticking thumb for me, in that no manufacturer is interested. And we're, like, basically struggling to keep the ones we've got.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me. I mean, as a category...
That could be financial distribution from supercars, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we've still got 2 factories.
Sort of.
Do you reckon I can join a real race yet? I'm going to go find out.
You got one minute.
Did the 25-lap endurance race on Bathurst last night. Welcome, Lewis, by the way, and Shannon. Was winning all the race, didn't pit, and was in the Viper. Was convinced it was Speedy Chicken. There you go. Shannon said, according to Ryan's story, they look pretty much the same.
Yeah, well, of course that's what's going to happen. And I'm sure if you talk to all the Ford people and that are producing the vehicle, they're going to say that, aren't they? But
I snuck
the
in
realistic
24 seconds on the clock and I'm in.
If you go and look at a picture of a FG Commodore, FG Falcon, and then go and look at a picture of a Mustang and tell me that they're the same, like the size of the cars are completely different.
Well, yeah,
but
you're
the
going to get that
Mustang
with the control chassis. I'm sure every car is different from their real-world counterparts.
Yeah, like the Nissan's changed heaps. I think it's become heaps wider. The Falcon's changed. The Commodore's changed a lot. Like the old Commodore had, what was it, 150mm out of the back door.
Yeah, there's going to be differences. That's the nature of the category, though. You're going to get that in anything like that with control chassis that you have to stretch a composite panel over to make it look like another car.
Yeah.
All you really need to do is follow the basic lines and you've got it.
Yeah, it's just doesn't make sense to me, but whatever.
It goes well internationally, then they try and take the races overseas and it fails. Yeah, I think it's also where they're going. I mean, they went to China. That didn't go well. They went to Abu Dhabi. But, I mean, these are countries that Formula One has to try hard to get a big crowd to. You know, it's going internationally,
surprised.
and if you could get races in America or England, the UK, I reckon they would get good turnouts. But that's a huge expense.
Having said that, though, supercars ran at Coda and it didn't go that well.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
And I'm surprised about that because I thought that the V8s over there would have taken to the crowd. Like,
Gamer Tech, welcome, by the way. By the way, sorry, we're just talking motorsport here, but welcome to the chat. Yes, yeah, no, it is always difficult, and it is growing overseas, but it's also not. It's not that strong yet.
We're not in the same lobby again.
We're not, but I am with Speedy.
Oh, we've swapped then.
We have. We have a
Where
casual.
you qualified with what time?
8th with a 49 flat. I had more pace, but I was
You would have got
talking.
pole.
In your lobby.
Yeah,
Damn
I've
it.
just changed.
It's because I
to
won the
Corvette.
last race. They put me in the hard one.
Yeah.
Circuit of the Americas, Shannon, is Coda.
That wasn't a really good circuit for it though.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it wasn't great.
It was interesting.
Still too open for our category.
Minecraftian says supercars are awesome. I agree. I think they're a pretty nifty thing. They're good to watch. Good close racing, lots of overtakes, and that's what you want. It's nice to be back in a full lobby, by the way. Got full 20 cars in this lobby, so there are some people still playing this game.
Yeah, I got 20 as well. So it's probably just the GT3s or the Grade 3s or Group 3s, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
I'd go with that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. This is going to be the most popular category, isn't it?
And being the main race as well.
Yeah.
According to Ryan, it's the most popular category also.
What's
It
that?
is. GR3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Berry Bad Boy. He's said hello, have a good race. So that's who you were behind, wasn't it, Berry Bad Boy, Willie?
Yeah, it was. After I had a little spin,
It
he
was.
went through.
Oh,
I think
maybe.
he had a little mischief when it auto put me back on the track.
Oh, nasty.
He was the one running my livery, so I wonder what he's running this time. Might be running the CR livery.
Maybe. Wonder if he's in the stream. Say hi if you're in the stream. I don't want to lose the FGX. I want it to win Bathurst. It's already won Bathurst.
Yeah. Chaz Mostert won that one by himself a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you were right there, Willie.
No, I was the year before.
Oh, you were the year before. I thought you were Mostert here.
No, I went and saw Mark Winterbottom win.
Yeah. And then he won the championship that year in the FGA as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I went again, and who won? Techno won.
Techno did win.
That was when J-Dub decided to take out the front three.
No, that's when Tander pulled out in front of Scotty, who rejoined too fast.
Yes. That's what it was. Righto, here we go. Let's see if I can conquer the penalty system. Please change gear. There we go.
You've already. There's nothing to conquer, mate. It's a good system.
That's it. I'm not saying anything bad about the penalty system today. It is we are running the system we have, and if I get a penalty, then I will deal with it as it comes. Here we go. This is the nervous moment. Turn one into Monza. How is this going to go? Nice early on the brakes. Watch the radar for the dive bomb. Oh, there we go. That's not going well. I'd say old mate in front of me hit someone. There's my 10-second penalty. I may as well just get that out of the way right now.
Yeah, I've just got a spin. Right, I'm back on the track.
I'm just going to clear this. I can't even be bothered with it. I think old mate in front of me must have hit the guy in front of him. And he kind of came to a complete stop. And then I did the same thing. Good old turn one at Monza. Who doesn't have a good time here?
Oh, cool. I won some penalties.
Yeah.
You won them. You won
What?
those fair and square.
Have you? I've got 10 I've got 10. How many penalty points have you got? We should have a
No,
competition. See how many penalties we can end up with. I'm on 10.
I won 2.4.
Oh, see, I'm winning.
No, now I've got 3.4 because somebody ran into me.
There we go. I'm still winning, but you're coming back. You're making a slow winding comeback.
Trying. I'm also trying to learn a car in a race.
What car are you in? C7?
Yeah, I
What do you think of
that.
it?
Oh. I don't know. I've been hit a couple of times and I've changed gears.
Nice.
That's
I
the
was
sort of
in
race I
4th
like to
and
hear.
now I'm in 15th, so going pretty smooth. Oh, doesn't break.
Mustang's actually surprisingly good on the brakes.
Yeah, it just understeers a little bit.
Speaking of Monza and GT3, cracking weekend in the Blancpain.
Oh, I've found myself up the inside of someone. I'll take it. Wasn't going to try and overtake, but nonetheless.
I missed the Blancpain race.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's a ripper. Because they've changed the qualifying format, whereas last year it was just the fastest person. And that generally caused a couple of issues because the fastest person could be in a Pro-Am car.
Yeah.
And they want the fastest person in a Pro-Am car to then obviously finish the race, so they've got an AM starting the race at the front of the pit field, and it caused some issues last year. So now they've changed it so that it takes the average time from each of the 3 drivers. They do 3-session qualifying, and I think it was like the top 20 was covered by 0.7 of a second after the 3-lap average is taken into place, which is pretty nuts because that's 60 drivers.
It's few.
It is a lot.
But yeah, so fantastic, and good to see the Emil Frey Jaguar
The Jag.
snag a front row start for the race in qualifying. And the car sitting right behind it was the old Writer Engineering Gallardo.
Yeah, right.
So get some handy drivers in there with a nice little average on them, and it can work wonders for you.
Is this guy at the inside? I better give him space, I suppose. Someone else stopped on the track. Cool, don't worry about it. I'm just really trying to avoid all other cars. Like, I'm at that point where I don't really want to try and overtake anyone.
Yeah.
It's like when you're this far back in the pack, you're just better off just trying to stay out of trouble, I reckon. You don't really want to race anyone in Gran Turismo. That's where I think people go wrong.
Yeah, well, we're here for a procession.
Yeah. Not that I'm saying anything negative about the penalty system.
I don't know, we're just... That's how you go racing in Gran Turismo.
It is.
It's nothing to do with penalties.
No.
I will say this, though. You have worked your way back up into 13th.
Yeah, just trying to take it very easy.
Lewis Jr. says, Speedy Chicken has the fastest lap so far. Water is also wet.
Yep. You, sir, can go around the outside of me if you would like this position back. I'm currently in a fuel saving mode. He did go around the outside of me, but that's okay. Get a bit of slipstream. Old mate serving
Couple of
another penalty.
Mustangs.
Plenty of Mustangs. This is
I do
where it's
believe
going to
I
get
saw
intense.
a Scotty McLaughlin version Mustang before.
That was closer than I would have liked. Well, someone is doing some awesome lagging up ahead.
Oh, you were an absolute bee's dick away from a 10-second penalty there going into the turn, I reckon.
I know. I like living on the edge. Check it out. Check it out. Overtook a car. Didn't get a penalty. Winning.
Holy.
Yes, I don't know what to do with this recent run of luck.
Well, your race isn't over yet, mate.
Oh, it's not. You're right.
See how I said that exact same line in the last race and it was positive, yet now it's negative?
Yeah. I came in too hot. I see the errors of my way now. Here will be more penalty points to the card. Just 1.9, so I'm up to 11.9. That one was all me.
Oh, going to have a fuel save. Oh, maybe not.
I also don't understand how you can go off and lose time yet get a penalty.
That is another one of the many advantages of the current system, which I really like. I'm a fan of, personally. I don't care what you say. I think someone just appeared there randomly. Yep, they did. That's cool. Up to 12th. Oh, panic then. Actually pinched the brakes because I thought I was coming up too fast on him. And of course, as soon as you pinch the brakes, lock the front, it's going to cause you to actually... Oh, I don't know if it increases speed, but not decrease speed at your most efficient.
Well, in that, at least you did drop a 10th off your penalty.
Yep, I did. True story.
Yeah, I come out of the pits and backed off and got rid of mine.
Nice. Always look at the bright side of life.
You have to.
So I'm clean. And I've turned my fuel down a little bit.
Wonder when the pits... It looks like the pits are starting to happen now. Yes, many people diving in the pits. And if the race finished right now, I'd be 6th. Someone on the inside of me, so there's going to be more penalty. I had to turn or I ran off the track. How much does it give me? Here we go. Oh, I got none. It appears I got none. Okay. Alright, I'm figuring this system out. Sometimes it doesn't give you a penalty.
There was a guy in my race driving back down the opposite way down the main straight because he obviously realised he was going to run out of fuel.
Oh, God.
He's a legend, isn't he?
Isn't he?
Yeah. Up there for thinking.
Mate, that's living.
I don't think you'd be able to do that in real life.
Might be one of Ludo's bloody master strokes.
Yeah, mate, that's living.
Maybe if you slow down on entry
Who?
and try and get you. And
Why
try
would
and
I do
get
that?
rid of. Oh, it's probably already happened because I'm watching in delay.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't burn it off.
I was going to say, yeah, if you jumped on the anchors early, potentially
Right,
getting rid of
and
some
then
of
rolled
your-
in.
Oh, that was tight on fuel there, mate.
Oops. I got more penalties anyway. Or did I? It's hard to tell my braking points.
I literally just had a moment of realisation where I just remembered I'd have to go back to work tomorrow.
Same.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It is after
Nice.
9 straight days of work. Let me give you the hot tip.
Yeah,
Well,
9 days
I'm-
of work isn't something I've done.
I'm still working for myself tomorrow, which is a bit orcs.
Yeah, but that's money in your pocket, though.
It is money in your
It's a love
pocket.
job.
Oh. Well, you do get brownie points.
Love jobs
Yeah.
are probably the second favourite job you'll get.
Yeah.
Ha! That's the first one.
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
It's just implying as myself being a tradie that I work with my hands.
Oh.
You are very handy.
Yep. Oh, you've had a mischief, haven't you? Someone got the wiggles. He
The
was getting
wiggles.
ready to wiggle.
Yeah, okay. I've had the dive bomb, and he just plops his car in the middle of the corner. It wasn't a dive bomb at all. Actually, it was just a nice block pass. And I've ran myself into trouble, paranoid about making contact with him. And I'm just going to give that position up because, again, want to avoid any sort of contact. So there's 2 spots gone. I got another penalty. I was getting a bit keen on the track limits.
Yeah, you were.
But at least I did something after going back to, what, 18th? Kind of recovered a few spots.
Speedy looks like he's going to win it.
He does, to the surprise of no one.
Yeah. Maybe if these 2 guys in front of you just take themselves out.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, he's only just going to make it home.
Oh, sorry, dude. Inside dirty line, ran deep.
Make it happen, mate.
Sometimes you just gotta lick the stamp and send it.
That's right. Was a bit on the old Holy Testicle Tuesday there happening for a minute.
Yeah, got a bit panicked, a bit sweaty on the brow.
Yep. And as it turns out, it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Which did I hear at the start of the stream you said it's a Wednesday?
No,
Oh.
It's unlike me to get anything wrong ever. I know I've got penalties and this guy doesn't. I know that.
And you know he doesn't.
But nonetheless, just through nothing but pure pride. For a sense of pride and accomplishment.
He might have 10 seconds of penalties, mate.
I've snagged him. I have snagged him. So that's got to be, what, at least 7 spots gained. But the penalties will...
Speedy says 7-second penalty for cutting one corner.
Look at everyone serving the penalties on the line. And I ran out of fuel, literally, just before I crossed the line. And I've dropped to 12th with that 2-second penalty. Dropped to 12th. And Speedy has managed to hold it with just the single 7 set. Well, I think I win. I think I got nearly 12 seconds of penalties. Well, you know, it's not a good finishing position, but I did get caught up, unsurprisingly, in a first corner incident at Monza. Who'd have thought that happened? Who'd have thought that was a real thing?
The same.
Surely that never happened.
Got 10 seconds of penalty straight off the bat, so to come back to a ripe old 12th is.
I finished 12th.
I'll take it.
4th. What was your number to finish?
Oh, what number? Total penalties?
No, you suggested number to finish.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, mine was 4th and I finished 12th. So, yep.
Yeah.
Oops.
Good times, good times. But the thing is, what I've done is gone and survived a whole nother stream without dropping any more driving or SR penalty. I think I have dropped some SR. But still come out of it better off, I reckon. Let's have a quick look at Kudos Prime, shall we? Oh, good, I won the Cayman GT4. I'm so happy. Thank you, Polifoni, for never ever giving me any car ever in a daily reward that I've ever wanted.
Yep. Oh, there's lots of cool cars here. Actually, they're all relatively good cars here. What's going on with that? Oh, no, I'll get this one, which I don't want.
I reckon. There's a pretty fair chance.
Yeah, there'll be three nice cars there and the one car. That's
oh, no, I got a Hyundai rally car. That's something I'm never going to use.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing you probably won't ever use.
Yeah, and it's got racing slicks on it too, so that's pretty cool.
Nice. Nice.
That's generally what I look for in a rally car.
Yeah, actually the livery looks a little bit Wilborn-esque. There's a blast from the past.
Believe it or not, yeah, after the last stream I nearly dropped enough DR to get back into B. But I actually have rallied a little bit tonight. My SR is plummeting. I'm heading back down towards... It's the lowest it's ever been. If you go through back all the different... all the days that I've been racing, it's pretty much 99, 96, 90, 99. Lots of days of 99. And then the last 2 streams I've gone to 87. And then this time I have rallied by a single SR point to 88 in mana points. And my driver rating has increased by 200. You know, I'd call that a successful stream. I had a win. Race B was a win.
Doesn't matter how it happened.
No.
It was a win.
It was a win. Chalked up a sneaky, cheeky win.
Got the 3-beat on that one as well.
I did. I did. I love how you get a penalty for something that you don't do, but don't get longed for something that you do. Yeah, that's it. There's a couple of... the penalty system's really good. I'm very, very happy with it. Oh, look at the amount of people that have liked this stream. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate everyone that has enjoyed the stream enough to give it a like. It shows me that a few of you out there are enjoying yourselves, which is good, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just here chatting and enjoying myself. So it was good. It was good. I needed a decent stream on Gran Turismo, having taken the better part of a week off since that fateful penalty stream. Got my whinging out last video.
I would think though that with the the online racing, that it would try and match you more with people closer by.
It would to sort of increase the ping, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that everyone's a little bit more, on the same page. But same thing, obviously I'm not going to be in the same sort of races as you guys because I just don't ever race, so my DR and everything's so low.
Yeah.
But you guys would be pretty much the same. But in the 2 races that you guys are both in, neither of you race together.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's
and yet,
it.
I think there was 3 Australians in that last race for you out of 20.
Yeah.
You think they'd be trying to push that a little bit more?
Well, look, I'm giving the penalty system a day off from complaining about it. I'm not complaining. I think the penalty system's great. But, no one said... I was about to say no one said anything to do with the matchmaking system, which clearly needs some freaking work, Polyphonic Digital. Let's get stuck in, guys. Now's your time to have a red, guys. Just don't touch the penalty system.
Next time you come back on to do some dailies, you're just going to get paired with EEs.
Yeah.
Solely just heaps of people that are playing for the first time with a controller and just have no idea.
Yep.
And that's what you're going to be racing with.
Yeah, probably. If their current form's anything to go by. But, largely successful, I think. Oh, look at that, 50 likes. Thank you so much, guys. And another, I just quickly also want to reiterate, big thank you to those who chucked a few donations at me on today's stream, as well as the super chat, of course. Haven't forgotten you. You are much appreciated. I wish there was some kind of rewards I could give you. Zavesky, if only YouTube wasn't broken, you would already be 25,000 subs and doing the 22 laps of the ring I spoke about earlier in the stream. Well, that's a huge 25,000 subs. That's massive. Let's try and just get let's try and get maybe 2,000 first.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, give me a week. Give me 1 week to get there, and then I'll do it. How am I going? I was actually getting pretty close. I forgot to check my sub count for the last couple of days. I jumped in. I only had about 12 to go. 10 to go. Awesome. So just 10 more, and I've hit the magical 2,000. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, come on, 10 strangers or 10 people who haven't subbed.
Yeah,
get on it.
No, absolutely.
There's got to be a couple of lurkers in there.
Couple of lurkers. Yeah. Couple of lurkers jerking the gherkin.
Well, I mean, if they're jerking the gherkin to you doing a stream, then they're into some pretty interesting stuff.
All right.
Shannon was in a lobby with 12 cars, 11 of which were Japanese. The only Aussie in there. It's you would think they'd try and sort of region match. I think the problem is they classify, the regions are so big, they're not kind of singling it out into countries and going, okay, let's match the Aussies with the Aussies. They've grouped Australians in with the Japanese and the who else is always in there? Pretty much all the islands between Australia and Japan, actually, to be honest. Are in there. They've grouped them into one region, and then it's matchmaking for the region, but it's not trying to break it down into individual country. That's what's going on. There you go. Andrew McGurkin's always jerking. Lurkin. Lurkin McGurkin. That's a good name. I like it, Andrew. I like it. Maybe because top 10 Aussies can now make the top 24 superstars now. Yeah, maybe. Gonna go make another 10 fake accounts after this stream. Nah. If 10 more wonderful people out there feel it in their kind hearts to give me a subscribe, then first of all, thank you. Second of all, make sure you go and hit that damn bell so you get notified, because we're having notification issues, guys. Is the stream finished or starting? Alvo, welcome to the stream. We are just about to get going towards the ending, so sorry about that. But it's great to have you come by anyway. Well, Ryan and Willie, been real, guys.
It has been real.
It's been really real, hasn't it?
About as real as it gets.
It's been as real as it can possibly get, and right on the money of 11 p.m. I think that's a pretty good time to end the stream. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well,
leave it with some fancy artwork.
Oh yeah, I'll go through the. Let's flick that artwork up so you can all see Ryan's hard work. And where are we? Here we go. Here we go. Where's the one I want? That's the one I want. Let's transition that bad boy over. Have a look at the artwork by Ryan from Ryan Lee Graphics. And I'm not joking. Get behind that guy. Show your support to him because he's supporting me. And get over and like his Facebook page is the best place to follow along. And if you just type in Ryan Lee Graphics, you're going to find it. That's how it goes.
It'll come. It'll get right there.
Thanks for the stream, Scottish Jim. Thank you for coming, and thank everyone who's turned up today. Much appreciated as always. So a big thank you to the donators, the super chatters, the lurkers, the people who haven't said anything but just stopped by. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's been a pretty good stream after a good recovery from that disgraceful stream that I will never look back on fondly. And thanks for popping by, Willie. It's good to have you along, mate.
It's good.
We've got to get you involved a bit more often. We've got to get you back on the stream. But people have been asking about you from time to time.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy actually.
You have.
So it's nice to be able to get on, and I need to do a little bit of pracky to get in on the enduro.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You should do that. And and again, just to reiterate, everyone, if you are interested in the Nordisch Life endurance race, the 2.4 hour that I am going to be running in just about a fortnight's time, or just over a week actually, week and a half. Go to my website, www.charlieroscoe.com. It's there on the screen. Get over there, have a look at the rules. If you're interested and you can attend, then please feel free to sign up. And another big thanks to Ryan. Mate, your artwork is, as always, perfection.
Oh, yeah.
And thanks for coming along for the banter.
No worries.
Alright guys, I've enjoyed it, but I will catch you all next time.
I've sung a lot of songs.